Hello, 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 everyone. Welcome back to my channel. It is me. It is I. It is she. It is her. It is he. It is who? Yes, it's nice and cold. It is me. Who? Who is it? Who? Yeah, ASAP Rocky. I know I was talking mess about him. I don't. There's Rihanna. Hi, Rihanna. Hi, baby. Hi, baby. Chuku, 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 choo. Anyway, it is me, it is I, it is she, it is her, it is who. Yes, on Friday night, I'm happy because hopefully power will be on or whatever. It is she. It is Rosie Rosette 2020. Pow. How are you guys doing today? I'm doing okay. Let's jump into it, okay? Because I got some words for some people. I got some words for some people. And I'm like, did I make a video about this already? Excuse me. Ooh. But it ain't nothing like a good burp. You know what I'm saying? You know how like you used to pat babies? It's nothing like a good burp. Okay, but you know what? Even if I did make a video, but I'm about to make another one. Now, how about that? Now, can we talk about the Shekinah and the not candy, tiny. Shekinah, tiny. Let me see if I make it a video, but Shekinah, tiny, and the Ti situation. I don't think I did make a video about it. What? Come on now, come on. You know what? You guys can subscribe. Oh yeah, no. All you have to do is click the button that says subscribe. That's all you have to do. It's free. It's free, honey. It is free. Go ahead and just click. Just ding. Just click. Just touch it. Just touch it. Let me just go by. Because at this age, I'll be like, oh, okay. So I made one about Chloe. Let me see. Let me just make sure that I didn't make one about this. I don't think I did, but you know what? At this age, I just be so. I make so many. Okay, I don't think I did. I don't think I did. I don't think I did. Let me just. Tasha Murphy, Megan. Okay. All right. Well, if I did, oh well. All right. Shekinah and Tiny. Let's talk about friendship. Okay. Let's talk about friendship. But I swear, I think I touched about. Maybe I briefly talked about it on one video. But I've made a video about Shekinah and Tiny and Ti and all this other stuff and all this, whatever, all that Uchi Coochie stuff or whatever. But anyway, so beginning of the year, top of the year, we gotta go back. Shekinah going back, talking about Ti and Ty. Okay, but let's focus on Shekinah for one. Why she always gotta be crying and sniffling on every video? Like on every video. Do you have allergies? Why must you cry? Like you guys, you don't see me crying. Like maybe I do deal with my hands, but I'm not crying. I did cry tonight because someone passed away. Uh, person I bring food to, who's in an unhoused thing. I did cry. Okay, I did cry. If I cry, person because of a situation, I would suggest you run. I would suggest you get furthest away from me. Because I'm not saying that I do anything physically. But if I start crying, my mouth is about to go. My mind is gone because it's hard for me to shed a tear. Only time I normally shed a tear is when somebody passes away. But Shekinah, Lord, every video, she crying, she crying, she crying, she crying. Girl, you're going to have to woman up. You ain't got to cry on every video. Every video. You either crying or smoking. Crying or smoking. But you know what? If that's how she expresses herself, okay. But now she's talking about how Tiny wanted her to fight allegedly Bernice. Bernice, that is a beautiful woman. She reminds me so much of my mother when she was younger. My mom was shaped just like that. And she looked like that. She said Bernice is a lot darker than my mother. But oh my God, that is she's beautiful. Just I don't think she has to wear a lot of makeup or whatever. Just gorgeous, okay? Gorgeous. So if Shekinah did not beat up Bernice, then they're gonna take her name. Like, what kind of BS is that? What kind of friend is that? What kind what kind of friend is Tiny? Tiny, I don't know you, Tiny. Okay, never met you, but what I hear about you, you ain't shit. See, I hear that Tiny's the sweetest person and do everything, and then I hear she's a low down dirty. Just a low, allegedly. I've heard allegedly, okay? With the double chin, the triple chin, allegedly. But I wouldn't I wouldn't fool with if I mean I wouldn't fuck with Tiny. I would You couldn't pay me to fuck with that because for one thing, she gets people to do for her what she should be doing herself. I don't care how much money you got. If you need somebody to go beat somebody up, then you need to get out of some type of situation. Why would you have Shekinah go beat up Bernice? Why don't you go beat up Bernice? Oh, I know why. Because you have to hold up a certain type of appearance or whatever because of the shows and the money and all that. Well, you see how they took that away, all them shows or whatever. So why does Bernice need to be beat up? If anything, Ti needs to be beat up for he's the one that's married to you, not Bernice. Bernice ain't got no, not that she should be messing with a married man, but still, Bernice, you should be beating up Bernice. You should be beating up Ti because she wasn't the first, nor was she the last. But then you're gonna make Shekinah go to odds with Bernice because of what your husband doing and has done. But let's go deep into Ti. So, Shekinah's not the first person that said that Ti has disrespected one of Tiny's friend. And Shekinah's, I only got $1,500 to do all that. Well, shit, $1,500 a day is kind of good to me, but I just said. And then Ti. Oh, okay. And then she says Ti got on the plane and was like, why is the help in first class? Now, understandably, that was rude as fuck. Okay, that was. And from what I heard, allegedly, Ti is, you know, not the most discreet person in expressing his feelings amongst his workers. Okay, but anyway, I can understand what he was talking about. I can understand what he's talking about because how is now that's not his fault that Tiny is not paying Shekinah. That's not Tiny's fault that she's not paying Shekinah. That's Shekinah's fault that she's doing all this work, but yet she's not getting paid properly from Tiny or whomever the person is who's dishing it out. If you weren't getting paid properly by Tiny or whomever else was in charge or whatever, that's not on them. That's on you. That's on you. Just like with a relationship. You know what I'm saying? I can understand if someone is messing with you, messing around on you or whatever, but that's not his fault because you're allowing him to do that. And as long as you allow him to do that, that's not on him. That's on you because you can get up and go. You can get up and go. But hold that thought. So Ti was like, how's the help in first class? That shit was funny as hell. But I can understand it because if I'm writing the checks, you know what I'm saying? Now I'm making, whatever Ti makes or whatever, you know what I'm saying? He's the boss, the head Negro in charge. This is a raggedy looking wig. Anyway, I should have brushed. Anyway. Oh, I do got a brush. Hold on. I do got a brush. Hold on. Ooh. Let's see, because this is just. Ooh, don't fall. Ooh, is my brush on? Okay. All right. So, um, you know, if I'm this CEO of this corporation or whatever, okay, this happened to me once. I was executive assistant, right, of a vice president. So they was gonna give him some tickets for the Raiders game, and so then I was like, and he didn't want to go, and I was like, well, I'll take him. They're like, you sure you want to go? This was up in the, was it up in the clubhouse or up in the seats? Anyway, that boss, he was a sports enthusiast. He had tickets. He had his own box. He had, sideline tickets to the games, to the basketball games or whatever. Working under him, you got perks. But anyway, this particular time, we they used to give free tickets or whatever. And so he didn't want them. I was like, okay, well, I'll take them, whatever. And so then they're like, okay, sure. So at the last minute, he decided he wanted to go. And I was just like, you said you didn't want to go. The HR called me and said, oh, blah, blah. Again, wants to go. I was like, well, he said he didn't want to go. And then they're like, you you got to give him tickets up. So then I called whomever and I was like, okay, do you guys have any kids? So any more tickets? So it was him, his wife, and oh my God, my ex. I was just like, you would be ashamed of somebody and you just like try and block so the people can't see you. Oh my God. Listen, if you with somebody like that, don't be with them because that's not fair to them for you to disrespect them like it. But okay, I was the help. I was the executive assistant, not the vice president. I shouldn't have been there. Just like Shekinah should not be in first class unless Shekinah pays for it. Now, how she got there. Okay, fine. She worked her butt off or whatever. They didn't pay her enough or whatever. But no, Tip was in his means of asking, what is she doing up here? Did she, is that her ticket or am I paying my people to be in first class? So, no, I mean, again, he was rude for saying that, but was he correct in asking? Yeah, he was. He was. He said it in a rude way, but it is what it is. Okay. My question is this: who's the fool? The fool or the fool that follows a fool? And I've said this before. Is Tiny the fool or Shekinah for following her? Is Shekinah, she said she was used. Well, that ain't Tiny's fault that she used you. That's your fault for you allowed her to use you. You said, oh, well, I don't care, I don't care about the money and all this other stuff. I just being a friend. No, honey, that ain't being a friend. That's being a fool. And you're a fool, and Tiny ain't shit for trying to make you do all this stupid, crazy shit or whatever, but you just as stupid for doing it. You're just as stupid for doing it. Just like Sabrina. And whatever happened to Sabrina? She was trying to take up for, Tiny whoop whoop in her presence. Why everybody got to take up for Tiny? What is Tiny doing that everybody got to protect her or whatever? T.I. got to protect her. Sabrina got to protect her. Shekinah got to protect her. Tamar has to protect her. Candy has to protect her. Well, what the fuck is wrong with Tiny? I mean, I know she only like this high in real life, but well, what is she doing? What is she up to? Is she, she just ain't shit? T.I. had to protect her because he had to do something in the bedroom or whatever when this girl said something. Mm-mm. No, she ain't that. She ain't that angelic. Oh, hell no. Gonna want you to beat up someone. And as friends, I've been there. As friends, you want to be loyal to your friend. That same friend will turn on you, talk about you like shit, and have everybody else turn on you. Didn't that happen to Shekinah? Didn't Shekinah said her friends who became Tiny friends turned their back on Shekinah and became Tiny friends. Why? Because she probably had more money, more status or whatever. But that's what people do. My thing is you don't need Tiny nor those friends. You should have cut ties, did your hair, and had a simple life. But no, 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 no. You wanted to stay. You like the limelight. Obviously, did Tiny open doors for you or whatever? And Shekinah was trying to say, oh, well, I have personality. Well, she does. It's ghetto as fuck, but it's she does. She does. She did. It was Shekinah's show. It wasn't Tiny because Tiny doesn't have she. Oh, whatever, and the nose, and Tiny just got pretty. That last surgery on whatever she did, she just got, with the makeup and everything. She just got pretty because she, Tiny used to be ugly as fuck. She was cute, and then I don't know what's up with her lip that she always used to, I don't know, and that nose, I guess she finally got that nose surgery or whatever. She's beautiful. She's beautiful now, but, and then that butt BBL or whatever. Anyway, and then, Tiny told Shekinah to get the butt surgery. they they both seem stupid as hell. But it is what it is. It is what it is. And you do stuff when you're young. When you're young. You know what I'm saying? I cut it off at 35. I cut it off at 35. Even though I didn't did stuff up until I was 45. But I'm gonna cut it out for 45. 35, 45. 35, okay. After 45, you can't be doing all that stupid shit. You gotta cut it off. You have to cut it off. Cut it off. I don't think they're that age yet, but I don't know. But anyway, Shekinah, I'm glad that you finally know your worth. But you was just doing this last year in that courtroom or in some attorney's office for Tiny. For Tiny. Oh, back to the that show. Shekinah made that show. Again, it wasn't Tiny. Remember when Shekinah and Tiny had the show? Even though she got on my last nerves with her ghetto antics. But Shekinah is the one with the personality, not Tiny. Tiny doesn't, maybe she can sing. Yes, she can sing. Tiny can sing, but she does not have a personality. Not for the TV show. Because she's like, oh, oh. That's all she does. Oh. Well, and the way she talks, I can't. Tiny can't talk, cannot use proper the King's English, nor can Shekinah. I don't know what schools they went to, but Lord, they can't speak proper English for nothing. Talk about sounding stupid as hell. I have never. Yes, I have. Let me stop. Anyway, whoo, whoo. Ooh, but Tiny got that money, honey. She got that money. She may sound stupid. She may look funny, whatever, but she got that change and she got a husband, okay? What she's had to go through to endure to keep that husband, listen, that's her business or whatever. I don't really care. But what I care about is how you treating people. Your loyalty. When Shekinah need him after all that has done. And it seems like this is a repeating story that she's getting weaker people who want clout. Well, nothing's for free, but Shekinah, she did her hair. She did her hair. She was her hairstylist. Now, did Tiny, is her hair cute? I guess it's, okay, I don't know. But anyway, girl, you just, you too old to be front dog. So who is Tiny's flunky now? That's basically what you were, Shekinah. You were Tiny's flunky. You were Tiny's flunky. Who is Tiny's flunky now? Huh? Who? Who? Girl, you need to let that go. Let that clout chase and glow, or whatever you want to call it. Now you're on your own TV shows. You have your own name. I don't know if they bought it. I don't know if you have to buy it back. But if someone is telling you to do something stupid as hell or whatever, you too old now. You got to think for yourself. Tiny, you see, when it came down to it, she didn't have your back. She did not have your back. Ding. But this is not the first time she hasn't had your back. This is like the fifth time. We all got friends where, we're like, oh yeah, that's my girl, whatever. And then you hear about something that they talking shit about you. They doing shit to destroy you, but you're like, and that hurts. So listen, Shekinah, I know what you're going through, but you gotta let it go, honey. That first time when she had you do some stupid shit that put you out on a limb or whatever, maybe it was a butt shot, I don't know. You should cut it. You should cut it. See, I'm 52. I know now. But I've looked like a fool before for many people. They want to make you look stupid for whatever reason. You know what I'm saying? Have you ever, think about it, have you ever wanted Tiny to look stupid? No, you've gone over and beyond to make sure that she's okay and you look stupid. That's not how it's supposed to be, because she should check you and be like, you know what, girl, nah, you don't need to do all that. That's a friend. That's a friend. Like the other day, yesterday, my cousin, me and her, we haven't talked for a minute. She's much older. She's like 20 years old, 18 years older. We finally did our first thing. She said to me, "This is too much," because you know how you do the eyeshadow, then you put a dab right here. She said, "This is caked up." That's the first thing she said. That's the first thing she said. But that I appreciate that, and she knows that. I appreciate. I was looking like, well, you got two things that are hanging on there. She's like, I know. Um, I appreciate that because she knows that how vain I am, when I'm going out. But yesterday, whoo, I was looking bad. I didn't want to go. I didn't feel, not that I didn't feel good. I didn't put I can't fit nothing. All of my stuff is size 8. I'm like a size 14, 16 now. But anyway, I appreciate that. Let me know if I'm out looking stupid or whatever. Let me know. That's how I know you have my heart. I don't like people who talk about people behind their back. No, let me, and I'm good for that. I will let you know. I'm kind of like Ti. I'm what comes out, what comes up comes out, and I don't really sugarcoat anything or whatever. So I'm a little too much. But when someone comes to me and like, hey, that's not cool, whatever, I take it now. Maybe how I react, maybe or whatever, but I appreciate it. You see what I'm saying? I don't think Tiny never appreciates you because she would have you do this her stupid shit. But see, you were her flunky. You can't get mad at her because you're her flunky. You should have walked away long time ago. Long time ago when Ti said that stuff to you, you should have been like, you know what? Are you gonna say something to him? You gonna say something to this because this is your man. You know what I'm saying? But no, Shekinah had to hide because she still wanted to be around it. See, so what is it? What is it? You allow people to disrespect you because you still want to be around. Just like at your job, you got bills to pay, whatever. Someone talked to you crazy, whatever. You got to take it because you got a mortgage, you got a car note, you got, you trying to go on a trip, you want this person, da, 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 you got a car payment, all this, whatever. So you take it. Not I'll be like, oh, you're not gonna talk to me like that. Let's go to HR because this is not right at all. This is not right at all. You can't talk to people like that. But people be like, oh, you don't have to shut up because I got bills. And I've been like that too. I've been like that too because somebody be like that. I was like, ooh, honey, you blowing up the spot. I'm trying to work this overtime. Okay, I got some Christmas is coming up. You know what I'm saying? I need my job. I cannot be, or being late. No, no, no. If you got it, okay, well, you can go anytime you want to, but no, you gonna be late. You will get fired. If Shekinah talked back to Ti, she's the boss. She will get fired. So you know what? You have to pick your thing. You can't be rah 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 now. After the fact, what 10, 20 years later? Nah, it's too late now. You should have showed your, you should have showed your titties up back then. Why after the fact? Y'all ain't cool now. It's too late to be talking that mess after the fact. See, that's some old punk shit. You should have said that 10, 20. Look at this. Look at that. Ooh, look at that. Ooh, ooh, I gotta lose weight. I ain't never had this before. Anyway, nah, you were a flunky. You're stupid as hell for, doing that stupid shit for Tiny. And Tiny ain't shit for trying to make you do that. Beat up people and talk and be all ghetto and, go to the attorney's office or whatever at the court and make this video or whatever and act like she ain't there, whatever. She's feeding you all this information. No, girl, stay away from people like that. You already too much, but you need to be too much in your life, in your lane. Don't be too much on somebody's other accord. Not now. Maybe when you had to do that 15 years ago when you and Tiny, or 10 years ago when you and Tiny was starting out or whatever, and she was putting you on. Okay, well, you on now. Don't do no stupid shit. Well, y'all ain't talking now, but I would never ever mention her name again. Pay off them lawyer fees, actually sue them for defamation of character or whatever, harassment or something. But leave that situation alone. You got skills. You're a hairdresser. You're a hairdresser and, you're in reality shows. So, just leave that alone. But learn. Learn from that. Learn from that and keep it going. Either you're going to sue them and, whatever, you're not. You're going to show documents or whatever. But don't stop crying wolf over shit that you did to yourself because you allowed her to make you do that. Dummy. Bye.